Unearthed, Going Underground, the bank holiday weekend on BBC2.
Have you got the right combination of talent and determination to break into television?
Right!
Have you tried absolutely everything you can think of to find a way in and launch your TV career? In that case, why don't you just take a hint from BBC2? Drop everything and write a script.
Don't make me laugh.
If you're between 18 and 30, enter BBC2's new writing competition, and your vision could soon be exploding onto our screens. For more information, send a stamped addressed envelope to Double Exposure, BBC Television, 23 Mount Street, Manchester M4 4DE. New writers get the biggest breaks on BBC2.
A summer season of cricket with the BBC. The Test series against New Zealand follows one-day internationals at Edgbaston and Lords. South Africa make a historic tour, their first since 1965. On the crease, on the beach, Mike Atherton reflects on the West Indies tour. A summer season of cricket with the BBC.
Despite playing every shot close to the BBC boundary, have you known this lot stumped?
Good evening and welcome to the show, which has made its panellists household names across the country, as this cutting from the Lichfield Mercury proves conclusively. In the news elsewhere, the government's new London City of Sunshine campaign is launched by John Gummer. After years of watching tribal displays, observers believe the Queen may have hired a stunt double to sit through the more boring ones. And after even more years of watching tribal displays, the Duke of Edinburgh hires a slightly less convincing look-alike. On Ian Hislop's team, a comedian who presented this Thursday's Top of the Pops, sharing a studio with glamorous physiques and youthful talent. How life can change in 24 hours. Jack D. And with Paul Merton, a man who only agreed to come on the show at the last minute on the condition that we gave him a nice shirt to wear. As you can see, we said no. Tony Hawks. On which risible note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Jack D, Paul Merton and Tony Hawks. And I leave you with news that as the French paras go into Bosnia, there are suspicions that they may not have sent their finest men. A group of Scarborough pensioners complain that their bank holiday break leaves something to be desired. And in the countryside, scientists say that a shortage of mice is forcing barn owls to set their sights too high. Good night.
There's film comedy over on BBC One now. Alan Alda, Bob Hoskins and Michelle Pfeiffer get together to make a historical epic, Sweet Liberty.
You've seen the fact, now see the fiction. This is what they said in 1977. Gripping stuff.
The most compelling thriller of its kind ever.
just as engrossing as I, Claudius.
Now that's the kind of news I like to hear.
See what you think in 1994. Washington Behind Closed Doors starts tomorrow at 11:50 on BBC2.
Newsnight begins in a couple of minutes. Till then, the focus is on this video nation.
What's the worst customer you ever had?
I hate the ones that tell you to do, how to do your job, you know, like, oh, I love that one wrapped with that, and I'll have some sort of vinegar on that one. I'll put it on, you know. I want to put it on myself, you know. I want it wrapped, but I want to put it on myself, so give it to me open.
Or
and then you think, oh, God.
the one that annoys me is, you know, is the, I'll have 2 portions of chips, but can have them wrapped separately. And I think, is that each individual chip or each portion? Yeah, and I have to ask.
And then you give them the chips and they think, oh,
Panic.
where's my purse? And they get their purse out and then they think, oh my God, not enough money. So they search for money, they can it out, and then they put it on the table and they put the purse away, and then
You give them the chips.
give them the chips, they had to hold the chips, and then you give them the change, I think, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with my change? So they get the purse out and then they put it all in, the chips are spilt on the table by then.
Or the ones that want fish and chips but they're in a hurry. Or they come in and they ask for Chinese chips.
Or what do
Or-
your chips look like?
What do your chips look like? Well, they really ask for an awkward order. At 11:45 midnight, we've got 15 minutes to shut, and they want cod and chips. We say, okay, we haven't got one ready, but we can fry one for you. It'll be about 5 or 10 minutes. And there's a look of horror on their face, and they say, 5 or 10 minutes? And we say, yeah, well, see, I usually say, I have to catch the fish. She usually says, yeah, 5 or 10 minutes.
We're going to close in 15 minutes.
We're going to close in 15 minutes,
No.
and she's almost said it silently. You're lucky we're frying it for you, actually. Excuse us.
This is BBC2 with Newsnight, presented by Peter Snow.